What is up, everybody? The summer of Otto is upon us. The 3MIB Heroes Hangouts and Hand Grenades Tour is here. This is the road to Terrificon. We got a lot going on. I'm wound up. Chin's drinking his water just in case I don't want to get sued tonight. So, Chin, let's hit him with a disclaimer.
The following program is rated TV MALS. It contains strong language and sexual situations. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Thank you very much for that. Wow, Wednesday night. I'm liking the Wednesday night shows, Chin. What do you think?
Been saying it for years, man. Wednesday nights, the night.
You really have. You know, that's it. So, guys, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Road to Terrificon. That starts now. We had Uncle Mitch on a few weeks ago, and we talked a lot about what's going on. Hopefully, I can get him again before it gets too busy. And we were trying to give you live shows every week leading up to it, including a dealer preview. This is a 3-part video that we talked about, and we just want to give you some hints, some ideas, and some opinions that might help your time at Terrificon. I'm going to put Chinmo on the spot when I ask him how many hours it is, because we only have a limited number of time there at Terrificon. So, Chin, do we remember what it was? Was it like
it's like 17 or 19 or something?
Yes, thank you. I agree with you. 17, somewhere around there, right? 17, not including if you get the early access. So we really want to give you the best opportunity at Terrificon because it is one of our favorite shows and we absolutely love it. And thank you as always to Mitch Halleck for putting on such an amazing show. We have tons of news for you. We have some navigations, we have some hints, we have some clues. We also have some comic books to talk about. We also have some pulls, and we also have some big news, right, Chin?
Yes.
Very
exciting news.
Yes. All right. We did start 2 minutes late, but help me out. It was my fault.
Oh, I just want to say every time we've gone live the past couple times with me going, we've been on time.
You've been on time?
I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Ditto to that. I agree with you. So who's hanging out with us?
You're gonna have to give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna give you guys a little disclaimer. StreamYard has updated and moved a lot of stuff around, so you're gonna see a whole lot of technical difficulties and stuff tonight.
Yes.
So I apologize in advance. But
this is not my fault, though. Not my fault.
I'm going to blame it on Otto. It's really not his fault, but let's just blame it on him. Why not?
Okay, all right. I'll take the blame on that. What about these shirts?
So we'll see where we're going. But let me get up here. Look at this guy. First guy in, and he's right. Countdown is on. Absolutely right. Love it. Boston Chris, welcome, my friend. We'll be seeing him down there. Look at this guy. Biohazard. What's happening, pal?
What up?
Yeah. We got Ann and Becca. Always great to see you guys. Paul PC, what's happening, my friend?
What's awesome.
Going on? Neil, always hanging out, always coming in. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
And Brendan, welcome. I mean, come on.
No, I'm flattered.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming in. Keep talking. Like I said, we're going to be going over a few things, but then we're going to be talking a lot of cool Terrificon stuff, including some cool announcement.
Yeah,
it's already been kind of announced, but it's still pretty awesome. So
I think so too. I agree with you. So you guys let us know. We've been talking about doing these Wednesday shows for a long time, and now that, dude, I got to tell you something. The summer of Otto kind of hit the brakes a little bit on Monday.
Oh, God forbid you have to work.
I had to go to work, dude. After 3.5 weeks, I had to go to work for 4 hours.
Oh,
I get no pity.
4 full hours.
You get no pity.
You know what? Fuck off. He's out of here. No, I'll let him back in.
He's sucking me back in. Well, it was funny. I don't know if you noticed this, but on Instagram, I went live and I said, I forgot to put the thumbnail on our page. And I go, I'm going to get fired from my own channel because of that by you, the assistant, the executive. No, you are the vice president to executive orders of the channel. Okay.
You're just making up. You're just throwing out titles.
Sounds good. But all right, guys, listen. Yes, I love it. Everybody has a title. There's only 3 of us or 4 of us. So, all right, everybody, guys, please like this video. In all seriousness, please. I would love to hit 4,100 subs by Terrificon, and I think the little goals are important. And as I roll through this, I want to give a massive shout out to you, Chin, and give you props because your Heroes Con video is killing it right now. Tons of people in that video.
A lot of fun down there. Met
Yeah, tons of likes. So massive shout out to you for the time and effort that you put into the video stuff. Because guys, again, video quality, we understand. Production, we understand, but the content is what we think is really, really important. And shout out to Chin for doing a great job, as did Mike from Lunch Money Comics and all the other people that did.
There's a bunch of people in there. I didn't want to name people in that video, but I mean, M Pressed back in the game, Ryan Colossus Collector's gonna have one. Noah Broke Boy, he's gonna have one coming out soon. Bunch of people, tons of content out there. I mentioned in the video too, I'm working on a new way to make the videos not only just look nicer, but capturing content in a little bit better way as well. We're hoping by Terrificon, if not, definitely after. But yeah, so that, I mean, the videos will be streamlined and nicer to look at, as much as
why not? Look at this, you know what I mean? Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys, please hit the notification bell. So all right.
Saying hi to everybody.
No color breaks. All right, yeah. All right, so hit the notification bell so you know when our videos are coming up. We're kind of giving you that. Just like I said, please subscribe to the channel. Let's get us up to 4,100 subs. Again, it's not the number, it's the content and it's the quality of people. And please leave a comment below. Are you going to Terrificon? What is your plan? Do you have any questions? Is there anything that we can help you out and let you know about the show? And I think that's awesome. And please remember, we are sponsored by our good friends at Spineworks NYC, who will be at Terrificon. They're always around. They're doing big things. And, they're a great group of guys to work with. So that being said, we've got tons of stuff to talk about, Chin. Oh, look at this guy. He's flattering us.
Do we? We have stuff to talk about?
We do.
Let's before we jump into Terrificon, because we like you said, we're gonna be giving you guys a couple weeks of content between announcements, everything else, and stuff just kind of going into it. But we also we collect stuff. We talk about other things. We got some big movies coming out and stuff. So we're gonna be talking about a few other things during these shows as well. So I'd say we start there, Otto. You've been saying, you've been picking a few things up, if you will.
Yes, I really have. And I'm going to tell you, it's been fun to go digging. I went up to Albany, New York, spent a couple days up there, and I found two really cool two live crew. You're dating yourself when you bring that up. You're dating yourself. So I went up to Albany. I checked out two new shops. I checked out another one. And I had a great time doing it. It was a great little getaway, and there were stores that typically don't know about, but I was in the upstate New York area, and I found a book that isn't a highly expensive book. It's not expensive by any means, and I think Chin actually had a copy, just didn't know I was looking for it. But I'm an 80s child, and probably, and I'm going to say this, if you were to say what is your favorite vampire movie, I would have to say it's The Lost Boys, because that's what I grew up to.
Not Twilight.
No, it's not Twilight. Not Twilight, boy. No, definitely not that. Or Interview with a Vampire. I happen to have a VHS copy of it right here. So it's just one of my favorite movies. I bought it on Laserdisc. I've been adding quite a collection to it, and it's just part of my childhood. So I was at a store. I bought a really cool t-shirt, which I think I've showed before. But I did find this Teen Titans variant, which I just think is phenomenal. All right. Near Dark, not so much 30 Days of Night. You guys, I'm not really into those. You know what I mean? Like,
great movies.
Those are all great movies, and that's the benefit of the movie going experience. You enjoy it.
What were the name of the shops you went to? Do you remember? Oh, great advertisement.
I know. No. I'm going to tell you where I picked this book up. Hold on a second. I'm gonna tell you where I picked this book up. Give me all of 5 seconds, which I think, you guys give me tons of seconds. So just let me find out. But this book was an homage to the cover. And I'm a huge Teen Titans fan.
The poster,
the cover, everything they've done with it. And I was finally able to pick this up right here. And I just absolutely
highlight this guy, man.
Yep, there we go. So I'm gonna highlight. All right, and I think it's just killer. The colors, the reds, the blacks, you know, and it says, just like the movie poster, it says sleep all day, party all night, never die. It's fun to be a vampire. This says it's fun to be a superhero. And this was purchased at Earthworld Comics. And I was digging this store, dude. There was like guys in there. They were, you know, the employees, owners. Again, I didn't make much small talk. I was wearing a 3MIB flag, but I guess we're not known up in the Albany area, but that's okay, you know. I was able to pick this up for under, I think it was like in a half off box for, I think I got it for like $10. So again, what am I going to do with it? Nothing. I think it's very cool. It's part of a little Lost Boys collection, and I just love it. And actually on the bottom, it has like the movie credits that like the movie poster has. So Earthworld Comics is where I picked this up at, and great story if you're ever up in that area. And I wish I knew the other store, but I don't, and that's okay. Okay. So Chimbo, you had this copy? You had a copy of this for sale?
No, just I have it. I have I have all of them. The New 52 did a bunch of movie posters. Like I got like the Action Comics Bill and Ted. I got like the Wonder Woman 300. I got them all.
Okay. So that's where this comes from. So educate me on this, because we're a comic book channel first and foremost. Educate me on this. That's what this was. This was part of that run.
Yeah, I forget what issues it was, but at one point, all the New 52 books did a homage, like Flash's North by Northwest, Wonder Woman's 300, the Detective Comics of Batman is the Mask with the Joker. They did a bunch of them. There's a Harry Potter one.
Yep. All right. But I think that's really cool. So now I have that copy. I have my VHS copy. I have a copy of the laser disc, believe it or not. And I actually, you want to know what I did now? Dude, I'm going down to war. Yes. You guys don't even know what that is, Robbie. Robbie, if you know what that is, dude, I'll buy you your next drink. All right. But I thought it was the album. I found it at a pawn shop. And when I was looking through the albums, it just happened to be there because it's obviously the same size, but it's a laser disc of it. Oh, Batgirl did Purple Rain. I dig that.
Yeah, that was probably the most popular one out of the.
That's where that came from. Okay, I know that cover. Then they've changed it a bunch of times. So the Batgirl as Purple Rain came from that. Okay, now maybe I have to find out. Anybody got it for sale?
I have one.
Oh, all right, give me a good deal.
No.
Okay, what a guy. You're a guy. You're a good friend, buddy. Good friend. All right. So I did pick that up, and like a bunch of weeks ago when Crypto the comic first came out, I don't know if you guys were on that or if you bought it. Chin, did you get in on that comic when it first came out?
No.
From All In, the Crypto book?
No, I know. Yeah, it's like a 4-issue miniseries or something, right?
Yeah. But they also did a blank variant, okay, to that. And as you guys know, I've been loving the covers that I've been doing for the blank variants. And one of my LCS is a great store, Heroes and Hitters, in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. Wayne reached out to me and he said, Otto, I'm Bitterroot had a all right.
I do.
Yeah.
I also have one of those.
Look at what else don't I have? You know,
I'm just saying that it's the Purple Rain is very homage. Same with like the Akira. There's a handful.
Yes, the Akira, I know that one. Yep. So I was like, Wayne, get me 5 copies of the blank variant for Crypto, because I just don't need one. I need 5 of them because I might make 5 different Crypto variants.
You're telling me you're not going to go 6 for half a dozen?
I might have to if you just said that. Son of a bitch. You're right. That's not an even number. My OCD, you
got to go. You know what? Just round it up to a baker's dozen for 13.
No, I can't do that. But I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. So anyway, I hadn't been there in a while and my books were stacking up and I just couldn't get there. So when I went to the 3 other comic shops along the way, I asked for the blank variants, and everybody told me that, hey, you know, those were hot. We didn't expect them to sell. People didn't order them. The Crypto book was hot. People were looking for them. You know, I mean,
people like dogs.
What's that?
People like dogs.
People like dogs, right? And of course, me and Maxine, my girl. You know what I mean? Maxine should be part of the channel. I'm going to make, because she does good advertising for us in the morning with me. So, but Chin, you know what? I wasn't a good pull box owner at Heroes and Hitters.
That is how you kill comic stores. You need to.
Yes, I won't do that. I won't do that. But I left it there. So I finally went in today and I was all set for Wayne to say, Otto, we sold those covers because it was just sitting in my box for too long. But you know what? Shout out to Heroes and Hitters. They saved them all for me. So I have now, but you don't want to see that one. That's for another gig. All right. I got like 5 copies of the crypto variants. Okay. So what am I going to do with these? I don't know, but I got enough to do whatever I want, especially with my girl Maxine. Oh, the CD, Robbie. That's what I should go after next.
Oh,
the soundtrack to the Lost Boys. All right. So I got 5 of them. So I've got a few pictures.
You should do one big layout, one big connecting cover of the dogs playing poker, but of famous dogs.
Oh, I like that idea. I like that. But actually, I'm going to say this. These are going to be Maxine with family members, like one with the momager on it. Like that's what one of them is going to be. The other one's going to be Maxine by herself. The other one's going to be Maxine maybe with the kids, but all like as of superheroes. So listen, when you see my kids or my wife, the Warrior Queen, don't tell her I'm doing this because this is a year-long plan. All right. So I need everybody's help on this.
They don't watch this channel. It's fine.
You're goddamn right they don't. My wife doesn't even listen. The Warrior Queen doesn't even follow Otto Grotto on Instagram. So what do I have to worry? Although she is on Instagram. So anyway, so that's my plan for that. I was really excited to share that with everybody. One of the artists that comes to mind, Chin, that I've actually reached out to is Dan Parent.
Oh, he does great work. Yeah.
Does great work, right?
Yeah.
And his style for the comic book style that he does with the Archie, I think as a crypto and maybe the Warrior Queen, you know, maybe a Supergirl kind of like that, is kind of one of these.
He'll be at Terrificon.
Boom. There goes the dynamite, because that's what I'm planning on doing. Okay. So that is it. I actually reached out to him. He got back to me on Facebook Messenger. And but I think this is a conversation that like I almost have to have in person. You know, Chin, you do more commissions than me. Do you do it verbally or do you like do it via text, like what you're trying to accomplish?
Well, I mean, if you're getting it pre-done, it has to be, you know, over email, text, phone call, whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay.
In person, I mean, at the show, which is a great way to do it. Because I mean, sometimes that's just some artists.
I think that's what I'm going to have to do, right? Like find them day one, like Friday.
Well, you have a cover that you have a book you want it on, so you have to do that unless
I have to mail it to them, or I can mail it to them. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so those are one thing that I have planned at Terrificon. I also have a variant cover coming by Ron Leary, and it is the start because I've ended my Jean Grey variant covers. You know that, Jen?
Yeah, but now you're on to
Harley,
Miss Quinn. If
yes, so I did a baker's dozen of my Jean Grey variants. So now I'm moving on to Harley, and it's Harley in different Marvel cover homages, and Ron Leary is working on that for me. Then the next one I was thinking was to do Harley, and I don't know who's going to do this, on a Crisis cover with the death of Supergirl, but Harley is going to be holding somebody, and she's going to be saying something really, really like
Poison Ivy. Yeah, we're holding Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. I was thinking, all right, okay, guys. I was actually thinking Jean Grey and being like, "Bitch, I got the power now."
Oh, you know what I mean? Too. Yeah,
that would be a good one.
Actually, yeah, because it goes from your collection. Yeah, that's what you should do. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do on this cover, right? Like that's brilliant, right? Like, thank you. Okay. All right. So that's another thing that I'm thinking. Who is going to do it? I don't know what version of Harley I'm going to do it.
I can tell you right now. He's at Terrificon every year. He's an amazing artist, and he worked on that book. That would be one Mr. Jerry Ordway.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
There you go.
You find out.
Yeah.
Maybe I know somebody who knows Jerry that might help me get this. You know?
There you go.
Yeah. Boston Chris, I was thinking, Mr. J, on the first cover, it's the Harley, the daddy's little monster. Benny, I agree with you on that. But here's the problem with that, Benny. I don't want to bombard the dude and be like, dude, I need you to do 2 variants for me in one weekend and like whatever. So, but I was thinking about that. But who knows? I don't know yet. It's the enjoyment of planning this, right, Chen?
I mean, from someone that I do a handful of commissions, have been for a long time, and it's fun when you plan out projects and you see different artist takes on different characters, and when you start getting like kind of specific with like what you request, such as your Jean Greys and whatnot, it gets super fun, and you make some pretty awesome stuff.
Yes, you get it, and you end up like you're not buying like again the Grails at I don't know maybe I'm looking for, or because I've been in this game for a long time. Like, I'm just enjoying my collection right now. Palmiati.
Also, a little bit more expensive, probably, but very, very
good. Now, would that be the Harley cover? Probably the Harley cover, right?
Oh, absolutely, get her to do Harley.
Really?
You'd have to reach out to her in advance. I'm assuming, though.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that advice. I will take that under advisement. All right. So I did, and just to wrap up this part of the comic book talk, I did pick up some of my G.I. Joe back issues. I picked up this copy of G.I. Joe 6, which I can't wait to dig into. I'm loving it. 7 and 8.
Let's see what I did there.
I did. Okay. And then I picked up this, which I can't wait to get into. Brainiac is one of my favorite villains, especially DC villains. And
half of your basement is one big Brainiac statue.
It really is. Half of the bar, dude.
Yeah.
Like that Brainiac display, that Iron Studios. I have an Iron Studios Brainiac 5 from what's that video game?
Injustice,
yeah. Pretty much like when it showed up at my door, it couldn't even come through the door. And my wife goes, "What is this?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a toy." She goes, "The UPS guy couldn't even get it in the house." I'm like, "Well, I'm happy it made it."
It's a big toy.
It is a big toy. And plus the stand in the book. So I can't wait to dig into this. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, here comes this guy. This guy was putting me to work on the 4th of July, like asking me questions. I'm like, dude, I'm out of work right now. What are we doing here? All right. So those are the comics I picked up. Those are the things that I've been looking at. We do have some other things planned for Terrificon, you guys. Like, what about this shirt? This was a great shirt last year, Chin.
Well, I can't show anything off.
You can. I apologize. It's your channel.
I see. You know what? I see how it is. You haven't been on. I get it. I'm a
little excited. I'm happy to be here. The summer Vato's rolling on. I apologize for being ill-mannered.
No, but you'll appreciate this because let me pull it out of this giant ass box here. I went down a rabbit hole, pal. I went down an expensive, stupid rabbit hole that I shouldn't go down because I only owned one, and now I own 2.
So now you're officially a collector.
Well, I think as soon as I hit 3, I'm fucked. I'll just say it out loud.
Okay.
But I went down the Hot Toys rabbit hole.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
I bought a Clone Wars Darth Maul. Yeah, my LCS had one, and he's like, "I'll give you a killer deal on it." It's never been open. I mean, it's been open just to make sure it wasn't like broken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I have a Rex and a Maul. And
oh, geez. Now you need a shelf. Now it's going to be an out of a box thing or in box collection you're doing here.
Until I have a proper display, they'll be in box.
In box, okay.
But after that, they will be out of box. Once I have.
I want to tell you this. I've been thinking about this for a while. You actually gave me a great point of interest, to start thinking about something when you said that your favorite 2 bounty hunters were Fett and don't say it. I know who it is. No, just tell me who it is. I forgot who it was. No, your second favorite character, the one you got the print of.
My print?
No, you got Fett as the print, right?
No,
you got Fett as who's your Hondo.
Honda. I love Hondo Anaka. I mean, Rex is also a big character.
Yeah. So I was thinking about that. And I'll tell you what, though, when I look at like the villains in Star Wars and stuff like that, as far as modern and stuff like that, I got to tell you, Cad Bane is one of my favorite modern villains, dude. I really like what they did with him.
Star Wars doesn't miss when it comes to bounty hunters. And also, Brendan, I see your comment.
Oh my God.
And I want to say we'll talk, but at the same time, I don't want to talk to you about it.
Give him till at least post Terrificon.
As far as this question, I'm not gonna lie. If I do find a Boba Fett that's brand new, that'll probably.
All right. Now you're not. Are you on a website or you're?
No.
If it pops up, it pops up, right? Like
I talked to a friend at an LCS that was moving collections that I bought the Rex from, and he's like, I got a bunch of other ones. It's like, you know what? Maybe if you ever get like a mall or something like that. He's like, I got one, and then he sold it to my LCS, and my LCS owner was like, hey, I'll give it to you for this price, and I was like, ooh.
Okay.
So I can't say no.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, buddy, it's my road trip pal right here.
That's it. So. All right. So that being said, great pickups, dude. Great pickup.
Yeah. I spent a lot of money at Heroes Con. If you watch that video, you'll understand where it went. But then it I've been trying to be good, but then literally I came back from HeroesCon and my LCS was like, I have this for you. And I was like, oh, I can't say no.
No, you can't. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
So now I'm trying to be good to save for Terrificon. So, you know, like, because I mean, we have some stuff coming out for Terrificon that people can purchase if they want. Such as
I do have one question. Can we stop right here?
Okay.
You have something for me, right? From Terrificon, like it's there.
No.
I mean, not from HeroesCon. It's there in your Chinmo.
No, I have nothing for you. Not a damn thing.
What are you talking about?
Nope.
Uncle Al says you do.
I don't know what he's talking about. He's a liar. Damn liar.
Nobody is autoimmune, okay?
Just like
okay, maybe broke point. Noah, help me out here. Does Noah have it or do you have it?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
I have no idea.
Here we go. I'm gonna see this thing in a year at best.
I don't know. You know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
You know what? I will say we did pick it up.
You did? Okay, perfect.
I'm not gonna say who has it.
Okay.
But we almost didn't pick it up because if you've seen that video, he couldn't find it. And he's absolutely right to call you a damn son of a bitch because that's what you did to us.
Well, this is a great story. I mean, he has the variant still. I gave him a variant pack at Little Giant. And then he's like, well, I couldn't find a variant, so I just did it on paper. And I'm like, all right, you'll be a Terrificon. It's very embarrassing. He tried to get a hold of me 3 times. I didn't answer the phone.
Because you're a son of a bitch.
I know. I apologize. All right, dude, we're selling something at Terrificon.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like we're selling something.
We're not selling. We're not. It's part of what we do, and I think people enjoy it.
I would say it's our HeroesCon tradition at this point because this is what, number 4?
No, I'm telling you, this has got to be at 4 Terrificon. It was X-Men, FF, Turtles. Then maybe, I mean, I want to say even before that, maybe our regular logo, which I don't even remember. Maybe that was a Las Vegas logo.
I'm talking about like logo wise. This is
yeah. So it was X-Men, FF.
No, it was FF, X-Men.
It was okay. FF, X-Men, Turtles, and now this one, right?
You mean this one? You did great with that video, pal.
A little too long, though. A little too long.
It's okay.
It's okay. You gotta hear the end of the song with Superman going on.
Yeah, you gotta.
Listen, guys, no spoilers tonight. If you've seen it, if you saw it, don't want to know. I've been avoiding social media. I'm going to see it tomorrow night, so please be respectful. All right. Chin, when are you going to see it?
I'm going tomorrow. I got tickets for tomorrow night. I'll be there.
Yeah, dude, I gotta tell you this. You know, I want to say envy. I wish I had the availability or the time. I am very envious, and I'll use that term, for those people who enjoy AMC on Tuesday nights for $5, right? Because it's $5 Tuesdays at the movie theater. And Chin, you see a lot of movies on Tuesday night, right?
I go almost every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Again, not AMC, but I go almost every Tuesday.
Right. So AMC is the closest theater to me. And I have bartended on Tuesday nights for 26 years. So I've always been on Tuesday nights. That's one of my nights. But I just found out, you guys, breaking news. Maybe Uncle Frank would think this is important because it's kind of about movies.
You mean
I don't know.
This
is kind of important because this is about money. All right. So starting this month, I believe next week, AMC, if you have an AMC theater near you, it will be doing $5 Tuesdays and $5 Wednesdays up to like, I don't even know what time it ends, but they just made that announcement. I was listening to John Campia, one of my favorite YouTube channels, and he's a big moviegoer. And I think that's massive because when I paid for 5 of us to go see Superman tomorrow night, I could be at a nice steak dinner. But I get it. That's the world we live in.
I'm paying $3 to go see it tomorrow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's what happens when you are loyal to a nice cinema, such as O'Neill Cinema in Littleton, Massachusetts.
Okay, independently owned?
And there's only 2 of them. There's one there and one in Epping, New Hampshire. It's
okay.
LX screen. It's one of the best theaters I've ever been to. I'm the loyalty member. I had a bunch of free tickets. I paid $3 to see Superman tomorrow. I go every Tuesday night. I get food, popcorn, drink, and it's like $20 with ticket.
Really? All right. What's your go-to? Well, you get popcorn, right?
You know the answer. What's my go-to food? You know the answer. Everybody
They
knows
have that there?
I get the kids chicken fingers and fries.
They have chicken fingers there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's like a whole
right,
bar. They have a whole bar.
Really? Oh, a whole bar. I like
It's
that.
the best theater around.
Yeah. I'd love to know you guys in the comments below. I'm sorry we're getting off task, but I'm just so happy to be here. So happy to be talking live, talking about comics and things that I enjoy. What's your go-to movie snack? If you got one, tell me what it is, and I'll tell you what mine is. It's nothing sweet anymore. Obviously,
You're Raisinets, aren't you, you son of a
no,
bitch.
dude. You know what I was? I was a Red Dye 5 guy, dude. I was a Twizzler guy.
You were Red Vines?
No, Red Dye 5 is the chemical in Twizzlers.
Okay.
And I would kill those Twizzlers by the time the opening credits were done. Chicken nuggets? Really? Well, that's Chin. That's Chin. Robbie, what's yours?
I go every Tuesday night with two of my friends. We get dinner during the movie, which will be basically
Sour Patch Kid.
It's the best.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a Reese's man with popcorn. If I'm going to the movie, honestly, in this popcorn, it's not the bag shit. It's like freshly popped. It's amazing.
I agree. The fam upstairs, especially the Warrior Queen, she strictly goes for the popcorn. Can I tell you, I got the whole family to go tomorrow, and my selling point to the Warrior Queen was popcorn, the whole family, not me, popcorn, the whole family, and a dog in the movie.
There you go.
Yeah, my favorite snack is nachos.
Nachos. I had nachos. I took my nieces to go see How to Train Your Dragon, and I got some nachos. It was delicious.
Really? All right. Throw the Raisinets in the popcorn. I dig it. Okay.
Very quickly, I want to go back because we had a bunch of people come in super quick. But yeah, Benny Bean's been talking. What's happened, my friend? What's going on? We got Christina Payne. Welcome in. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Benny, to answer your question, a lot. I don't have an exact number, but it was 4 figures and it was a lot, but I'm very happy about it. Yeah, it was too much. Kenneth Bird, my friend, welcome in. Bunch of other guys, but yeah, we're talking movies and stuff. We are going to talk about Terrificon in a second, but yeah, big movies coming up, you know.
Yep.
And to answer your question, it is a maybe at this point. He's very busy right now, but there's a chance of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and it's just great having him on to hear all the stories and, you know, from the different perspectives. And actually, what another good show is, well, I think they're all good shows, is after the fact, like the month after, when you can go back and reminisce about this, that, and everything. And it's just great, right, Chin?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
So as we go through this, you guys, if you're interested in a t-shirt, please find us on Instagram, DM us. We've got over a dozen, if not more, pre-orders, and it's very important that we get the pre-orders in because we don't want to end up with extra.
Yeah, we're basically going off of pre-orders. We might have like 1 or 2 per size extra, but other than that, it's just pre-orders.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to throw a little bit of MCU stuff out there and just some Marvel stuff, and just get everybody's comments real quick. The latest trailer for Fantastic Four.
Haven't watched it.
Okay, but I will tell you what was so important about the last one. It was really, really quick, and it's where, and you know this because you're the one that told me. First Steps, Franklin Richards, blah blah blah. There's a like 45-second, 20-second, or 15 to 20-second teaser reel of her saying she's pregnant, right? And Johnny makes a comment, but one of my biggest concerns has been the CGI of Ben Grimm. All right, because I understand, but how are you going to do it? And the reaction on his face and the CGI and the just inflection, I forget the actor's name, was just amazing, you guys. It was amazing. So I am
capture, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, Chin, it's like something out of a comic book. I mean, it was like watching a panel by panel reaction of Ben, you know, one of the most soft-hearted characters, you know, in Marvel Comics, look at Sue and say, "You're pregnant, aren't you?" or anything like that, was just amazing. Like, I got to tell you, as excited I am for Superman, I'm really excited for this.
Oh, I'll be seeing both of them, and I can't wait. I'm very excited.
Yeah. All right. Wow. Kevin's got in on this. Awesome, Kev. We're gonna get that in there right there.
Mark it down. Also, hi Amy. How's it going?
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Girlfriend looks good. She's enjoying her best life. Good to see you, Aim. I was just talking about the great state of Alaska to some friends the other day. So great to see her. Okay, Kevin, do me a favor. Follow us on Instagram. and just tell us right then and there. We're going to save this too, but that's great. No variants this year, though. It's tough to do variants with the brother. You know what I mean? So
there might be one special variant for someone.
Oh, all right. Well, if you're saying that, I might have one planned too.
I hope it's not the same one.
All right, it'd be so funny if we did it. All right, you guys. So everything that we've been talking about has been leading up to all right. Awesome. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Leading up to Terrificon. And this, go ahead.
Chris, 25.
25.
And then if you want them shipped, if you can't make it, also you don't have to be the Terrificon. If you want one, we will ship it. It's just like at the extra.
Right, but it has to be pre-ordered by the cutoff date.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So we've been talking about Terrificon, and we go over this at length. And there's I think a lot of things that we think are important. One of the things that we think is very, very important is knowing where to fucking go, right, Chin?
Yes. It's a big space. There's a lot to see. We're going to talk about some pre-con stuff probably in our next episode, like stuff to do beforehand. But we do want to talk about this because Mitch did release the floor plan of this giant convention. Just a lot of space.
Which is moved, you guys. It used to be in what they call the Expo Center, and now it's moved to the Convention Center. And the Convention Center is where Barrett Jackson holds his yearly car show. So they're moving. It's pretty much the workers drive around on like those little like scooters all over the place, you know. So
and also it has not moved from like the past couple of years. He's talking about from a few years ago. It is in the same place as was last year.
Yes.
But yeah, it's let me pull it up really quick. We have the floor plan. Again, guys, sorry, the whole layout of StreamYard has changed. Apologize for technical difficulties, but here's like the whole layout basically, like of it. Let me go down a little bit more for you guys.
Yeah,
even more because of how big it is.
Yeah, so we're just showing like you walk right in.
That is the general layout. Of what it looks like, and it looks big, and it is big, but it's not unmanageable by no means. By no means is it unmanageable.
So when you look at all the different aisles, just know that you have the left lane, you have the right lane, you have a middle lane. At no point, maybe it's Saturday between like 1 and 5 o'clock, it might be just a little bit tight in the center. But other than that, you have more than enough elbow room to navigate those aisles.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. More than enough space. That is the general layout. We did break it down, which we'll show you a little bit in like smaller parts, so it's a little bit easier to see for everybody.
Yeah.
I can also, I can also do this because this is readily available on the website. You can go in, see it all. But this is where you come in. You come in down this main hall.
Yes.
The main entrance. So yeah. You want to show your pictures because you did all the hard work?
Well, if you want to, you know what I mean? Let's see what we got going on.
Go ahead.
Look at this. Pictures. All right, I got this. Yep, perfect.
All right, I'll look at it right down the bottom too.
Yep.
We'll have a booth.
17.
Age 17, age 16.
Yep. So we take a look at that. We love that spot. Every year, I think we're just so positioned to have everybody like hang out at the booth, take pictures in front of the banner, just engage with us at the show. And
we're in a very, very similar spot to last year. It's not the exact same spot. It's like right there though.
I think we're just one row down, right, Chin? If we took a left and out, you know what I mean? Like if we just
we're one aisle over basically.
Yeah, we slid over.
He changed the layout slightly this year, but we're basically one aisle over. We're actually in a bigger aisle, which is
that's
nice.
Good. Bigger people means more people, man. More people come hang out at the booth any day.
I believe the booth will be slightly the same size.
Yes.
I think we had 2 tables, so 2 booths kind of.
Yeah, but it's a corner. It's a corner that we enjoy where we can set up a banner and do all the videos from it, you know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you want to pull up your pictures there?
Yep. So here's what we're gonna do. From here, we're gonna go. I'm gonna pull this right up if you guys can see that. And what you're doing is you're coming in through the entrance, right? You guys can't see it, so you see
where it says comic panel room right below. There's the entrance.
You're gonna right below that, and you're gonna Well, you're going to wait in a line either through the parking garage or through the casino, and you're going to say, oh my God, this line is massive. It's going to take forever. But it does not, you guys.
Takes 20 minutes tops.
I'm telling you, they move. That's why I stopped this. They move miles of people in time efficiency. You know what I mean? So, you do want to get there early, but don't be intimidated if you don't have a ticket yet or whatever and say, this is no way. I'm telling you, they move people, right, Chin?
Doors open at 10 for like the general tickets. I guarantee if you are at the end of the line, that literally last year it was literally over a mile away from the door.
Yes.
And they were done within, I think, like 35 minutes or something like that.
Right. It's amazing. It's amazing. So kudos to Mohegan Sun. So I'm just going to show this again. And what's fun is if you guys can follow.
Birthday's right.
Yes. Thank you, John. Thank you. We appreciate that. Yeah. So you're going to walk in, you're going to get through all the security, and then you usually see the 501st, the Star Wars groups.
Mm-hmm.
You will see the Boy Scouts always helping out. Kind of the panel rooms are right in the beginning, and then you're going to see the long hallway, and that's where Mitch and the Terrificon team have these amazing banners of comic book covers, like nostalgic comic book covers that are so important that just gets you so fired up, right, Chin? Like as you're like,
it gets you pumped to be at a Comic-Con, that's for sure.
Yeah, because you're looking at it, you're like, oh my God, look how great this cover looks this big.
Mm-hmm.
Or take a look at this, or that's a book I'm going after, or hey, come here, let's take a picture in front of that.
Mm-hmm. And John Ross is absolutely right. You're gonna walk right by our good buddy Bob Stevens. He's always in that hallway.
All right. And stop by, see the museum, talk to him early, because the long-standing joke is by Sunday, the poor guy can't say a word, right, Chen?
Oh yeah, by honestly, most people by Sunday.
Yeah, can't say a word, right.
I'm actually a little nervous because of something that's happening this year with me on Sunday.
On Sunday, yes. And Sunday's a big day for us, dude.
I'm super nervous because of my voice.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Yes, Sunday's a big day, and there's some videos that you can watch, and you can see us from a Friday. And Chin doesn't indulge, I indulge. So, and there's videos where like I'm talking to Rebecca Romaine and I'm so crushing and I can't even open my eyes, or when it compared to the Thursday, or the lethargy of our bodies as we're walking through it. But hey, I'm trying to meet JR on Sunday. I just want you guys to know that that's definitely on my list. I want to do that. I want to get a photo with Haley Atwell. But again,
so actually, as you're talking about this, this is good because actually next week, like I said, we're going to try to do a Terrificon show.
Yes.
Almost every week up to next week. We are going to talk about the pre-stuff, hopefully, like stuff to get ready, get your game plan ready. That's going to be a lot of next week's show. So we will talk about that.
Sorry, I'm jumping.
No, but by all means, keep going.
Burying the lead.
We're going to give people some tips and tricks, and if you've been, if you've never been, a little bit of both stuff to do before the doors even open.
Ditto to that. So you're walking in, you got a little snack bar up here, and then you see the main entrance. So if you guys are watching this and you go to the right-hand side all the way up to the top, you start to see the tables. And that's where I'm going to add this right here. And I had to put it this way in my dyslexic brain. So take a left so you know that like when you're walking, you can see.
So this should be vertical, guys. Imagine this.
It should, like, right. But I couldn't handle it last night. Like, I'm like, nope, my brain has to see it this way. So you're walking down the different aisles.
Well, you know what? Let's just do this then. If that way I don't, no one hurts their neck. I don't want anybody hurting their neck.
All right.
Let's do this. Boom.
All right.
How's that?
Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So now you're at the bottom, like right-hand side of the main entrance, and you have all the different rows. Yeah. At this point, you choose where to go. Right, Chen?
Yep. And there's not actual numbers on the booth, but he's got big banners up there, know which aisle you're in. That's usually how you find your friends. Like, hey man, I'm at this booth in, aisle
100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So you go down, a lot of vendors like Barry Gary has an end cap. J&S Collectibles has massive tables. And we're going to talk about that later on during the during our progress as we go through this, so you'll know where specific people are. But you're just going, and there's all the different vendors, and enjoy it all.
Right. And then I like how Mitch does this, because after the vendors, for the most part, where the vendors stop, you go right into Artist Alley.
All right, Jim, we're over on the left-hand side.
So I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. By a little bit, I mean a ton. Hopefully you guys can see that. But as you see, like the 600, like 555, 654, those big blue booths are the end of the vendors for the most part. And these smaller greenish aqua tables is where Artist Alley starts. Here's where you will find a majority of your comic artist and everybody else, and some, 3 guys in the basement that are way over to the left, age 16 and 17.
You might see Chen at the booth. You might see.
I don't know how much you're going to see me at the booth. We'll talk about that. Why in a little bit.
Yes, exactly. So who's going to be at the booth? Because where's Otto?
Yeah, we got to find somebody here, because
we got to hire somebody. Anybody that need a job for a couple of days? Free T-shirt. Okay. All right.
But
so love the spot. Right over love the spot right in the middle. Big alleyway for people to go through. So, and you know what it is? It's a good starting point, because we're at one end and you can look to the right and you can go, I'm going straight that way. You know what I mean? And I'm going that way. And what I get, I see, and then I can take a left or a right any way I go. Perfect. Perfect. Shout out to Mitch for that right there.
Yeah. But you come right in. Like I said, we're over on the left, age 16, 17. But you get all your artists. If you go right on the website, he has this whole PDF along with what artists at what booth. It's a good way to plan out. It's not the same as being on the floor. You'll definitely get the layout when you're actually on there, but it's a good way to be like, hey, I know I'm
grab a program too. Grab a program.
Grab a program. You're like, hey, I'm looking to go meet Dan Jurgens. I know he's at this booth in this area. I'm going to head over there. Or I'm going to meet Haley Atwell in the celebrity area, which is towards the back here, at whatever booth. It's a good way to kind of plan it out, get like a somewhat visual in your head for yourself.
Benny Blanco, we do know who we're with. We're just not familiar with them. But just to give you that idea. But
I will say, so where we are, it's like kind of the mix of artists and the last of the vendors. So we're next to some vendors and like the beginning of the artists.
Yep. Ditto.
There you go. He's locking him in right there. Murph's watching the booth. Come by.
Murph, you got it. You're hired, buddy.
He's gonna be giving away stuff. He'll just be giving away our books. It's great.
It's okay. We gave away his stuff.
Yeah.
Or we just never paid him back.
No, we did. He built us a lovely wall.
He did. Which I organized. It's ready to go. It's ready to go. So, all right.
Once you pass the artist, back towards the back of the room is where you have all the voice actors and actresses and actors and everybody else. They're always towards the back. So Mitch does a very good job of separating this out, which is great. And there you go. There it is. This is full of. Oh, he just leaves in the middle. This son of a bitch. You know what? That's not my words. That's Al Milgram's. Go watch the HeroesCon video. Al Milgram calls him a son of a bitch, just like he is. I'm gonna remove him for the time being. But yeah, guys, that is the floor. Coming down the bottom here is the entrance, like the main kind of entrance. That's the main entrance. You come down the long hallway. In here will be all the panels and stuff, which we'll talk about shortly. There'll be some other guests in here. I know Kevin Eastman is going to be where, actually he's got it labeled right here. Kevin Eastman, Scotty Young is kind of in like this little section, still connected to the floor. To the right, it still connects to the main floor. So it's kind of like another way in if you want. There's some vendors and stuff down here, as well as some artists. But the main doors to the floor right here. You walk in, right down the aisles, keeps going, all the vendors up into the artists and Artist Alley, all the way back into the autograph media guest with all the voice actors, actresses. And Mitch just does a great job with this. And from someone that does a layout of a very small comic swap, I can only imagine how crazy it is to do this. Eastman is not all 3 days. He is only there Saturday and Sunday. Also, if you check the website, which we're going to be going over in one of these videos, just not tonight, they'll right on their picture will say, hey, only Saturday, or if they don't say anything, they're there all weekend, or just Saturday and Sunday. Yes, Eastman is going to be in the same room as Scotty Young. Scotty Young's going to be in one corner. I'll scroll back down, and Eastman's going to be in the other corner, as you see right here. Top left, Eastman will be in that corner where Jim Lee was last year. And Scotty Young is going to be in the same spot he was this last year.
Good spot.
Yeah, it's a good way to keep it off of like because this is the floor, but it's not on the main thing. So it's a good way to kind of corral some lines. Because if you've never been in line for Scotty Young or Kevin Eastman,
yeah,
I would highly recommend doing those first, getting them out of the way, because they tend to be much longer lines. So
yeah, ditto.
Yes,
great setup, dude.
I think, he knows what he's doing. Mitch can do a hell of a layout, and I'm excited.
Yeah, look at this. See, this is a definitely like just a learning curve with StreamYard. A good upgrades though.
Yeah,
good
guys,
program.
as you see, like it keeps moving us back. We gotta fix some stuff around here, but we'll hopefully have that settled for next week. Yeah,
yeah.
But
we're gonna have a team meeting.
Coach.
Right. So what I was gonna talk about one thing real quick, and then move into the panels or pricing, which I think would be the best, just to give people an idea. So,
and by pricing, you mean
those tickets, and what I think like with the VIP, like. So what we'll do is let's just talk about this, because this has always been a fun thing, There
it is. It's going to happen again this year.
Yeah.
He's never at the booth. He's probably
rumored never at the booth.
No, it's confirmed. It's absolutely confirmed. Otto is never at the booth. Even this year, when we are probably really going to need him to be at the booth, chances are he won't be there.
I'll try.
Just for example of this, even at our swap, I was like, Otto, I need to go use the bathroom. Can you watch the booth for 2 minutes? He's like, yeah, I got this. Luckily, Roger happened to be across and see this. I walked away.
You guys hear the bus? You hear the bus?
Within 7 seconds, Otto just leaves. Just walks away.
I had to go. I don't know. My ADD.
Didn't realize Roger was there or anything else. Just leaves.
And then you come back and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah. But anyway, Otto's never at the booth. We will have a Where's Otto raffle again.
Right. And is it like, so what we did like last year was the more creative you got with it, the more tickets you were able to put in. We will have like one inside the facility, 2 on the floor, right?
Not specifically that. Just we will have the rules up before the show. But if you can find this guy not at our booth,
dude, there are some very unflattering pictures of me.
And you get a picture or a video or anything like that, put it on social media or tag us or bring it over to the booth and show us. You'll get into it's most likely going to be a slab or something like that.
It's a great book. I'm like guys, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. Honestly, like for like a half hour today, I was digging through like back here and finding what is something really, really cool to give away. So, I mean, you're not getting a free comic book day book. Like I'm working really hard to find something awesome, because this is so much fun. And if there's anybody that'll make fun of himself, it's me, and I understand. And I've just been enjoying this, and it's true to form, everything that they say, and it's all like just organic. But can I tell you about the one? Well, remember Pope's video?
Pope of Chili Town's crushed it every year. He's done it.
He's crushed it. But there was one still photo that I don't know who took it, but
you on the escalator?
Oh my God, looking at the people eating peppers. Really?
Yeah.
Like as I'm like staring at those people eating Pepe's pizza, like with every topping and drinking a cold beer, like wanting it so bad because I haven't had it for years. And like personal choice though, I will say that carbs and beer, I gave up on a personal decision. Yeah, and that is just, you can just see it in my body. Like I'm just like, oh my God, I can't, whatever. So that, and then the Where's Otto. So guys, enjoy it, man. We're gonna give you away something cool on that. So awesome.
We'll be talking about that more as it gets closer, but we will be doing the Where's Otto. We'll be doing a bunch of regular just giveaways throughout the weekend, but we will have the Where's Otto raffle.
Yes.
We'll be back again.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun stuff. Okay, so we do have the panels coming up, but I want to tell you what like certain things that you can get. I mean, if you're going to go for the day, I understand, go for the day. But if you have the availability, and here's what I'm going to try to sell you guys, and again, just my opinion, even if you can only go for 2 days, the whatchamacallit, the
3-day pass.
The 3-day pass, even if you can go for 2 days, I would still take advantage of that, because that half hour that you get on both days, you can do so much work. And when I mean work, I mean efficient comic book, booth to booth to booth, cash to this to that, and it is so worth it. Okay, you guys, and I'm all in on something like that. So that is, I don't know. I just right the first half
Oh,
hour.
absolutely. Oh yeah, every year I went, even before I was doing stuff with
Yep,
the men and
I would
doing
do it all
movies.
the time.
It was always a 3-day pass, whether I could
Yep.
do all 3 or not. It was
Yep.
worth
Whether
it.
you can do agreed. Ditto to that, because
Mhm.
the time, the efficiency, and everything you have to do. And then once all the work is done, enjoy, man. Go dig in, ogle at the wall books. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do, but get the things done you want. And listen, again, I don't shit on a gold toilet on a daily basis. I work 2 jobs. I understand. But to all the families out there, if these are family memories and things that are important, and get in there early and get it done, because you're never going to get this time back. And we can see that when it comes to the passing of the legendary Jim Shooter, the passing of Neil Adams. You know, I'll never forget when Roger and I said, "Oh, look, Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Let's come back in an hour." Gone. 3 days later, dead. And you know, the people that watch this channel work hard. You deserve to enjoy certain things, and you enjoy to spend some money on yourselves. And that's like a little PSA. I went off a little on a tangent, but that's who I am, saying, you know what, enjoy the time that you have, and you'll make the money back. I don't know what else to say, Chin.
I think Murph just said it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, but no, it's absolutely worth it. You get a little bit more time on the floor to kind of get like your checklist done. And then it's free time, because we're all there for a reason. We want to see friends and stuff, but we want to pick up a book, or we want to go meet someone.
You want to dig, man. You want to dig through the dollar boxes or the variant boxes. All right. Now, if you have an itinerary and you want to get a lot of stuff done, the Foot VIP package is great, because you get the daily fast pass, you get all the cool shirts that Keanu Reeves even rocks, you know, the lanyard, the program. So, these are another way to go. If you're coming by yourself, if you're the person that says, "Hey, listen, I'm going away for the weekend, I'm treating myself," go ahead, get this, enjoy it, because you might be going by yourself, but you're not going to be by yourself, because we're all there to hang out with you guys. So again, these are all so reasonably priced, and that comes from a father of 3 with, that works 2 jobs. It's go ahead, treat yourself. You got to. We got once a year, shit. 17 hours.
Self.
Yes, treat yourself, man. All right. Excuse me. Also, what we're going to talk about is the panels that we've got going on. 3 days of panels, not finalized though, right, Jen?
So it is finalized. Mitch has released the comic panels. He's going to be releasing the like actors and actresses.
Yes,
panel,
I apologize for that. I did see that on the website today. Yes,
he will be posting that, I believe, on Saturday.
Okay.
He posted on his Instagram, but he has done the comic panels, which is pretty awesome. I'm really excited. You'll see why in a second.
All right, we're gonna
start
start right here.
Yeah.
Megadeth. Oh my God. Sleeping Beauties Into an Alien Invasion, the birth of the New Age comics. Steve Englehart and Jim Starlin. 5 o'clock happy hour. Great. Talking Coffin Comics, Ernie Evil, Lady Death.
Yeah, Brian Polito.
Yes. Fun stuff.
Mitch,
man.
I mean, if you just look at the guest list, Mitch pulls in a lot of amazing talent. And is it great to meet these guys and get signatures on books and stuff? Absolutely. But if you've never been to a Comic-Con panel before, do yourselves a favor and go, especially if it's someone you enjoy the work of.
The banter.
It's an hour-long conversation where usually a lot of the time the audience, if you want to ask a question, it's a great time to ask that question, because most of them will take audience
and give you their personal opinions, not the overall decision, but the personal opinions of them.
So it's a great time. I've been to many throughout the years, between comic artists, movie stars, like TV stars. I've done them all, and they're always a blast.
Right. I just think it's great discourse. It's great banter. It's things that you didn't know you were going to hear until you hear it, and I just think that's awesome, because that's comic history, and that's the way you interpret it in one way or another, so we're rocking with Friday, and then we're going to roll right into Saturday.
Saturday's the big day. Saturday's the day with a lot of it's usually the most attended, I should say.
Yes.
So it's a lot.
Dude, I'm going to be gone from like 11:30 to 3:30. Is that okay?
So like every other year. No difference.
Okay.
But I mean, we got Megadeth again. We got amazing Jim Shooter celebration, which is
yes,
that's pretty awesome.
You know, hold on, Chen. I'm going to pause you real quick. I was really affected by the death of Jim Shooter. You know, to the point where I apologize, you guys, if I wear my emotions on my sleeve. But in that, on my like live Instagram reel that I did in the morning, I got a little choked up, dude. He was a great man. And Chin, you know what? He didn't know me for Adam, probably saw me for 2.5 hours in his entire life. And he was so kind and so generous and so direct that I am huge into coaching and leadership. And there were a lot of people that were very important to me, whether it was my swim coach, whether it was actually, believe it or not, the voice of Optimus Prime that I would hear. You know, I could hear a lot of voices in my head. But Jim Shooter, I'm telling you, would be one of those leaders that I'd be like, sure, whatever you want me to do, dude, I'm in. Let's go. You know, so, you know, I can't wait to hear these stories. You know, Jim, we had a great time with him.
Yeah, he's an amazing dude. I was very happy to have met him when I did, you know. And
yeah.
It is very sad, and I'm very happy Mitch is doing a panel celebrating him, which is awesome.
Yeah, ditto to that. All right, and then you're going to get Jonathan Hickman rolling right in with CB Cybulski. I mean, talk about insider information.
Yeah. Also, you want a fun one? Jimmy Palmiotti and Mariana Connor, amazing husband and wife duo, and if you've never met them, they're a blast. So I can only imagine what the panel is going to be like.
Dig it. And then we're going to roll into Daredevil with JR and Macho. I mean, these are great stories to hear.
Oh yeah. I mean, Mitch puts together a great lineup, and then he also does this extra with these amazing panels. You get the Halloween prankster, you get the Keeping Fun comics, you got a huge Mark Silvestri one. I mean, Mark Silvestri is, one of the biggest names.
Again, new meet at Terrificon. Never met him. Don't have a say. He's going to sign a card.
I'm not waiting for that. You can. Yeah. I will say, Benny.
Hold on. You guys see how subtle that was? Where Chin was like, I'm saying this live. Don't ask me. It's not even on the table. I am not doing this. Brilliant move, dude. Yeah. Brilliant move.
Oh, I'm not stupid. I've met you before. Yeah.
Really, in person.
Yeah. I do not know if he does commissions. I would highly recommend checking his web. He's most likely got a website or Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. That goes not even just for him, but for every thing. Every artist.
I did both. I'm not afraid to do both until I get a hold of one. You know what I mean? DM on Facebook.
I will say too, with bigger names like this, like Mark Silvestri, Eastman, stuff like that, if you're planning to go get like a commission or something, I wouldn't exactly count on it. Chances are they're most likely signing. Like I know like JR, he has pre-done stuff like already at the table and stuff, but he doesn't do any at the show and stuff like that. So that is something you do have to be kind of wary with some of the bigger guys going. So just a heads up on that.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about Sunday.
Sunday, yes. Oh my God. So look at this. This has been just something that that's Sunday right there. Okay. That has been talked about. And listen, I am humbled by what I see on this because this man has worked for this. He has talked about it. It has been part of his life. So you've got Megadeth at 10:30. At 11:30, you've got the Fantastic Four writers, which is Walt Simonson, Steve Englehart, Hickman, and Chris Claremont. Holy cow.
Like the fact that I have to follow that.
Dude, yes, you do, dude. Congrats, Chin. Congrats. So you'll look at all these names and you'll see Chin Mo. It's actually Chin Mo. So Mitch, if we can change that, ask your marketing department just to change
the capital M.
The capital M. Yeah. So Chin Mo. Okay. Dude, you're in there, dude.
I'm very, very happy to do that. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. A little nervous. Very thankful to Mitch for putting me on there.
All those names and then sitting right there, Chinmo. My God.
I'm pretty pumped. I get to at 12:30 on Sunday. I get to sit down with an hour.
Dude, that's going to affect your Saturday night, man. That's going to affect your Saturday game.
You know what? And it really should. I'm still going to be out hanging.
Are you rooming solo or who you rooming?
I got a solo room.
All right. So at least you can go lock yourself in. You can call it whatever.
Chances are, Broke Boy Comics can be sleeping on my floor, but it's. I'm very excited. I am going to be very conservative because usually by Sunday I don't have a voice, so I'm going to be very aware of that this year.
Yes.
But yeah, I get to sit down for an hour with Kevin Eastman in a room full. I think it holds like 300 or so people.
300 people at 12:30, dude. Right past high noon, dude.
Yeah. So
Massive.
come in.
Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Thank you.
You
Thank
deserve
you,
it.
Mitch. I appreciate it. I've met Kevin many times. An amazing dude. I've said it before. One of the nicest people, not only at a convention, I've just met in general. So the fact that I get to sit down and talk with him about something that I love and is near and dear to my heart.
Okay. So
I cannot wait.
Can I ask one question? And if you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer. Is it Q&A based on you, or is it discourse between the two of you? Does that make sense?
I have to talk with Mitch a little bit about exactly what is expected and what is needed. I'm assuming it's going to be some Q&A, some discourse, and absolutely some, even if I talked about absolutely some audience Q&A as well.
All right. Can I wear this shirt? Like be your bodyguard? Like Sam?
You have to be at the booth, buddy. You're at the booth. Yeah. Look at that. This is the reason Otto needs to be at the booth. Also, I'm not positive, but wait for a few more announcements with the other panels to be announced as well.
Yes.
I'll say.
Love it. Love it.
But yeah, thank you very much, Mitch. If you're watching this, I appreciate it. I'm pumped. I'm excited. I love Turtles. I've met Kevin many times. I'm excited to talk to him. He's my favorite artist. Shout out to Mike the Beast Benson really quick. We did a countdown of top artists, our favorite comic artists of all time, and Eastman is my number one. Loved him for years. So yeah, Murph.
Dude, you gotta hold it together, bro. You gotta hold it together.
No, I'm going to be very professional about it. I'm very excited. I can't wait. So if you're around on Sunday, 12:30, come by and check out the panel.
Yeah, live, dude. Yeah. Awesome, man. Awesome. It's great. I can't wait to hear it. And listen, don't know for sure about each other things planned. So we'll see what happens with that. So this is kind of what we wanted to talk about.
Ryan's not wrong.
Yeah, I know. Like this is caffeinated. So somebody's got it. He doesn't drink coffee, so it's gonna be like soda and fruit, just to get your energy.
I'm not gonna lie. Just from the buzz I have right now, I'm gonna be so high on adrenaline.
Yes,
that I'm gonna crash.
Dude,
hard.
The dopamine is gonna be like hitting hard.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's gonna be super fun.
We're excited for you, man. This was a great thing.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. And you know what? You live the lifestyle, dude. One of the best memories, I have so many great memories, but last year when you won the skateboard deck,
yeah.
And Justin comes over at like the 12th hour on Sunday.
I think the show had closed. I think almost.
Yeah. And then here comes VK and Justin running over, and you're like, oh my God, what is this? And they're like, dude, you won, bro.
You mean I won this amazing piece of art right here?
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna highlight. Stop. Give me 30 seconds. Dude, you deserve a highlight for this. Just because you deserve a highlight for this, man. Oh, where is it? Right here. All right.
Highlight this guy, man.
So yes, perfect. Right here.
Highlight. Yeah, but no, I won this. This is the art that V. Ken Marion did on it. They had it signed by a bunch of people. I've added to the signatures, but yeah, I was super pumped about this. I've added to it. There's Kevin Eastman right there.
Flip it over.
Casey down the bottom.
Yeah, dude.
I got Eastman is on here. I was able to add Eastman. But yeah, I was very happy to win this. I love turtles. Love me some turtles.
If people like things, you like turtles. I get it.
Yeah, I like turtles. But yeah, no, I'm pumped. So Sunday, 12:30, come check it out. And talk some turtles and my love for Kevin Eastman and his art and everything else. Because we'll be talking turtles. I'm going to probably ask him a few other questions too, because he's done a lot of other crazy things in the art world and comic world that I'm a big fan of. So I can't wait.
Love it. Absolutely. All right, you guys. We wanted to keep it to an hour. We're 8 minutes over. I take responsibility for that because I was telling you about all these other things. So it's a great show. This is something that we're going to give you guys as the weeks come on. I can't implore or advise that if you are on the fence about this, please do. Please come up if you can drive up, if you can fly up, if you can get up here.
If Ryan can come down from Canada, drive down for this, so can you.
Yes. Ditto to that. And if you have any questions, hit us up, 3MIB on Instagram. So I guess we don't talk about Instagram as much, but please follow us on Instagram as well. It's simply 3 Men in a Basement. You'll get a lot of the information. I try to use Instagram and YouTube as much as possible to talk to each other, but technology-wise, it's not so. we're doing our best, and that's what we're trying to tell you. And we've given you a plan, we've given you a roadmap, and this is day one of the road to Terrificon.
Yep.
So,
And
Chin, before we sign off, what else you got?
yeah, like we said, the next like 4 or so weeks, every Wednesday night, guys, right around at 8 o'clock. If I'm running the show, right at 8. If Otto's running the show by 8:15.
8:05. No, 8:15, dude. Okay.
But no, we're gonna be doing like I said, we're gonna dive into a little pre-show at one point about what to do beforehand. We're hoping to get Mitch
What
back on.
sneakers to buy, what footwear.
Exactly. All that stuff. We're gonna hopefully have Mitch back on. He's a busy guy, so we're not positive. We will be talking the other set of panels next week as well. And just a little bit, we will cap it off with our dealer preview shows of the week before, week of, depending on the
at
date.
least the week before.
Yep. So it will culminate in our dealer preview shows to have these amazing vendors show off some awesome stuff that they're bringing. And yeah, I can't wait. We're gonna be also hopefully see you guys again on Wednesday. And like Otto showed before, if you're there at Terrificon on Sunday, 12:30, check it out.
12:30, man.
I get to moderate my first panel.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, you guys, thank you very much. If you're watching us on a rewind, we absolutely appreciate it. Please comment, share, and like all the videos. And let's keep going. And if you're just happening to be watching and you're not subscribed, help us get to 4,100 subs. We're on our way to that. So great night. Absolutely thankful to have everybody in the live chat. So excited to have Chin helping me out. I'm Otto. You're watching 3 Men in the Basement, and we are out. Peace.
Can I Canada?
Yeah, you got to say it. I get it.